For us, it's always been important to make the job as easy as possible for the top line writer. The way to do that is just to do inspiring and great music. Music that really creates an emotion, so first in us, and then hopefully for a songwriter. And then myself and Mikael will sit around on separate keyboards, and we'll just sit until we come up with something that sounds great and sounds beautiful. On this particular one, it's a very, very simple chord structure that starts in a major. If we can play it, I think we even have the sound here. A big keyboard sound that does a lot, gives us a lot. And that's basically the whole chord round. We started with those 3 chords. Simple, it's been used many times before, but it still has a little bit of magic in the voicing. We're very conscious of maybe hitting a couple of little notes and a couple of little extra notes that make us feel something, that it's not just the plain chords. And that was the basis of the whole song. We put a little bit of sidechain on there.
Yeah, this is based on a preset from Nexus called TG4 Layer Gate. It's a little more complex than a regular piano sound. It also has almost some vibes and some pads on it to begin with. So basically what we did is filter it a little bit and put a sidechain on it. You can see the cutoff on the actual Nexus is filtered. Now, at least, usually we use a FabFilter or an external filter. But sometimes you could just basically use the filter that's built in on the plugin as well. On this specific one, we just use the one knob pumper for the sidechain. But of course, you can use whatever one you like. Yeah, here you see the MIDI track. Very simple, as Tor said. The chords are pretty basic, but that last chord is a little bit different. The voicing is a little bit out of the ordinary, which makes it a little more exciting. So that is the basic piano sound. It's also actually layered with some other samples to make it more interesting. It has kind of some vibe samples that are chopped up and layered on top of it. You can listen to a couple of them in solo. Here's one of them. So that's basically just a vibe sample that's been pitched to the right notes, 100% wet with reverb. This is just using a standard reverb. And there's one more vibe sound on top of that. That plays like a harmony. And you have got a third one that plays a single note and then a reverse that goes into the next round. So all of those together with the piano creates a more interesting texture. And that is basically the whole kind of the core of the music. If you want, we could also go through the drums that we talked about a little more detailed.
Well, let's at least play it with the drums so we can hear the combinations before we get vocals on it.